Ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of Happy Hour with Marcus. I didn't think we would make it to this many episodes, but here we are. I'm here with an ultra special guest this evening. Now, to my right is a man known by the name of TRiLL DYLL, producer extraordinaire. I'm talking about one of the most active men I know currently in the music scene in Arizona. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Great introduction.
I was working on that. Today, we have a very special episode because my friend Dylan here, he's on a special nutrition plan today. And we'll get into that later. But he will not be drinking alcohol today. I repeat, not drinking alcohol today. Me, Marcus, Espolón tequila, because I will be drinking enough for the two of us.
Actually works out. I'm not the biggest fan of tequila anyway.
Okay, cool. I am not either. I'm more of a Ciroc person. Shout out to Diddy. Everyone knows that. But Espolón tequila is what I will be drinking tonight. Lots of skulls and skeletons on the bottle there. It is October. Today, the drink is called a Paloma. The ingredients for a Paloma are as such: glass with cups, agave syrup, limes, both lime juice and lime garnish. You can't forget the garnish. Seltzer water, simply for the seltzer, and salt. It's right here is salt, a little healthy pinch of salt. So without further ado, we have, of course, my copper shaker. Step number one is ice. Now, I've done this far too many times. Put the ice in the mixer. You're bound to lose some good.
Am I doing all of it?
Yeah, I think, no, all of it. That's probably a little bit too much. Next step, lime juice. Now, this is 3 ounces of lime juice. There's 2 of them in there. Go ahead. And here's one final one. Kapow! Agave. We're gonna need 2 ounces of agave. Fill that one all the way up there. Is that right? Yeah, cool. And we're gonna pour it just like that. Agave, much healthier. Shout out to agave. Now, the next thing that we're gonna need is a little bit of grapefruit juice. Shout out to Ocean Spray.
Give us a try.
Shout out to that guy, 420 Dog Face. You're a legend, you're a hero. Only the best, Ocean Spray. I believe I need 2 ounces of that, so I'm going to fill this up to the tippity top. We're gonna throw it on in there. Next thing, pinch of salt, if you would do the pinching. Boom, like Salt Bae. So, if you would. There's been a lot of different techniques here on the show, but show us what you got, TRiLL DYLL.
Alright, I think a little bit of this.
A little bit of that. First to the right, then to the left. Back to the right, back to the left.
You should do it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I think so. Wait, I might just add a little bit of. Now,
Bartenders really make it look easy.
now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to be pouring at least half of this into there. That.
That's about right.
Go ahead and garnish yourself, if you would. Splash.
We do the garnish after.
Oh yeah. Splash the seltzer to about there. Perfect. Now that is a non-alcoholic beverage. So it's time. I don't have measurements for this. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm thinking that is good. A little bit more, because Dylan's not drinking.
Yep, you gotta drink for 2. Gotta drink for 2.
Throw this bad boy back on there. Fakers, figure it out. Who makes this? Filtering out. Oh, I forgot to do the splash of this in mine.
Yeah, just a little splash.
Woo!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
That is actually really good.
Yeah.
Considering how much alcohol I put in here, I can't really taste much of it, and that's a problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, considering how little of alcohol I put in, it tastes great, honestly.
Okay.
I've never really had an alcoholic beverage before that was...
Really?
Well, I mean, intended for alcohol, non-alcoholic, I guess is the better way to put it.
Cheers to your first alcoholic beverage.
My first non-alcoholic ever.
I have questions. Now, we mentioned your nutrition plan, okay?
Yes.
And you're a fit guy. You like to stay in shape. You like to hit the gyms.
I like to try, yeah.
Was it hard for you when the gyms were gone, first of all, during quarantine?
Yeah. Honestly, like, that is my mental health release. Like, I go every morning, Monday through Friday. When that closed, I don't know. I felt, even my diet, everything just went out the window. I felt just so...
Incomplete.
Incomplete is the best way to put it. And I also am a huge, firm believer in saunaing. And the saunas are still closed. So I have not sauned since March.
Doug Ducey.
Ugh.
Dylan has not sauned since March.
I will wear full clothes. I'll even wear a mask in a sauna. I will do it. I just want to sauna so bad.
What about steam rooms?
I love steam rooms. So my like after my workout, like at least 3 days a week, I would go. I think I did sauna, steam, hot tub in that order.
The trifecta.
And yeah, even after like when I was drinking, I would go to the gym just on a hangover and do that remedy. And oh my god,
that's what's up.
The best remedy for hangovers.
How important is physical health to your mental health?
They go hand in hand. I don't think you can have strong mental health without strong physical health. You don't have to be like the most in shape person. I'm not, but like just any kind of exercise.
Keep the blood flowing.
Yeah, keep the blood
flowing. It's good for the brain.
100%.
Good for the joints. Good for the soul. What is the most important album of your lifetime?
Ooh.
One that you're going to be able to look back and just be like, man, that was important.
Let me think. So off top, I'd probably say Watching Movies by Mac Miller. Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi.
Wow.
Faces by Mac Miller.
2 for 2.
Big Mac Miller fan.
Me too.
Just to let you know. But,
he's my number one.
Yeah, same.
All time.
I would actually put, I mean, Faces isn't not an album, but I'd put Faces as my favorite Mac Miller project. Wow. And that was like, when I first started making beats, those two albums, Watching Movies and Faces, were just on repeat. Same with anything Schoolboy, Absol. But yeah, I could probably say Watching Movies, overall album, can't live without.
That's honestly a great answer. I figured you were going to say something Mac Miller. And I'm a big Mac Miller fan. So now, how old are you again?
Just turned 25.
So I'm 27. So we're kind of from the same time period for the most part here. I grew up watching a lot of MTV shows.
Same.
Right? You got like Punk'd and you got like Next and all the classic hit bangers of MTV from back in the day.
What was the one with the parental control?
Yeah, there was parental control where the parents chose the date.
So
Timeless.
corny. So corny, but so good.
What was the best one of all those shows we just talked about? And we can even include like Jersey Shore and The Real World and all that.
Okay.
What was the best one of all the shows in that kind of like time period?
I'm glad you said Jersey Shore because that's going to be in my top 2 with probably Cribs. Like they've kind of made shows like Cribs like recently, but nothing like how it was.
No,
so I'd like to see a newer version of that, or even see the reruns.
Truth.
But Jersey Shore, I was honestly a diehard like watcher every Thursday.
Yeah, Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
It was a thing in high school for us too. Yeah, all the time.
So
we just get together.
Me and my boys would try to do like the GTL. You know, in high school, we hit the gym. Except for the laundry. We honestly didn't do the
tan laundry.
But we gym and tan. Yeah, that was a huge...
You know what's one that doesn't get its respect in retrospect? Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride.
Exhibit.
Shout out to Exhibit because that was a great show. I remember they would pull up with the jankiest cars in the entire world with like rats living in them.
Oh yeah.
And they'd send them back with like a full hot tub and a recording studio.
And, all this crazy shit.
It was amazing what they were able to pull off from Pimp My Ride.
I haven't thought of that show in forever.
That's what I'm saying. Too many of these classics.
Why don't they have a streaming service for MTV? Or why don't they put it
something like that.
They have like Catfish on Hulu.
For Robin Big and all that.
Robin
MTV.
Big, yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Calling on you, MTV. Now, let's get it a little bit more into the nutrition side of things, all right? Okay. Ideal nutrition for the optimal performance. Day in the life of Dylan.
Okay, so I'll wake up, I'll have a protein bar, around like 10 grams of protein, and a banana. After the gym, I'll have my shake, 3 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and a bagel. Lunch, like a chicken sandwich.
Ooh.
Maybe peanut butter, depending on if I went to the store.
Okay.
And dinner just is a variety. Depends on if my girlfriend cooks something.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Olivia.
Shout out to Olivia.
Or if make an oven pizza or even like grilled chicken breast. So it's pretty much my Monday through Friday weekends.
That's what's up. And no alcohol.
No alcohol.
And the staple is none of this.
No alcohol.
None of this.
Yeah, so my girlfriend wanted to take a break, and I'm like, you know what, I'll support that.
You gotta support.
Yeah.
Gotta support.
So, I challenged myself, and I'm like, this is gonna be the first time in my adult life not drinking, going to certain events and stuff and not drinking.
Including happy hour with Marcus. It's not an easy thing to do.
No, and I couldn't say no to coming on here.
Not many people can get in and out of here without having a little bit.
Right, I know. But yeah, so I put myself to the test, and honestly, it's worked out for the best. And I have no regrets or complaints on taking a little sober break.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look lean. You look mean. Now, in terms of your own music, if I'm someone who has never heard of TRiLL DYLL, never heard of any of the collaborations, any of the remixes, first of all, you're late. First of all, catch up. Second of all, where would you recommend these folks start? They're gonna look up TRiLL DYLL. Where do we start? Best foot forward. What are we thinking?
So so far I only started releasing music on Spotify and all that in January. So honestly, all my most recent stuff are on Spotify, Apple Music. I'd say for a single of mine, I'd probably say Inside featuring Ricky Lance and Abstract. That one, I'm really proud of the sound we cultivated on that. Because remixes, it's kind of has a influence on the original artist, and some of the same instruments that were in the original. So I'd probably say start with Inside. Even my old SoundCloud has a ton of remixes from stuff like Post Malone, Halsey, all top 40 stuff, and kind of helped transition my sound into what it is now.
Yep.
But yeah, anything on my Spotify really.
Now, if I'm an artist that wants to get in touch with TRiLL DYLL for some production, some beats, mixing, mastering services, where do I start? How do I get in touch with you?
I have another Instagram page, which is at TRiLL DYLL Productions, and that is all of my beats, hip hop, pop, R&B, as well as my mixing and mastering services. You can hit me up on there. And then also my website, TRILLDYLLProductions.com, has a way to contact me on there, and it has all my beats for sale and all the different pricing options on there as well.
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl this year and why?
I don't want to say the Chiefs because I don't want to see them repeat. I'd probably have to say
the Arizona Cardinals.
Minnesota Vikings. No, we're about to make the playoffs. I could see the Ravens, or I want Buffalo. I kind of want Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think Buffalo Bills are a great bet.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Buffalo
Bills are going to win the Super Bowl.
Buffalo Bills versus Seattle. I'm going to call
Packers. That's a hot take. No. Buffalo Bills versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go.
You heard it here first.
We can go back to this video in February.
We will come back to this video in February. Right. Now, any last thoughts? Anything that you want to plug for yourself here? I know you got a couple songs coming out, things like that, collaborations. Any last minute plugs here for the good folks at home? So I just dropped a song with Trent Stark, Mark G, and Abstract called Vibrations. That is out on Spotify and all streaming services now. My homie Vet Martinez is dropping an album tonight. I executive produced the whole thing, mixed and mastered. Spent a year and a half on this one. Shout out to Vet Martinez. Vet Martinez, he'd be a great one to have on the show, by the way. I'll be in touch. So that's coming out. I am working on my debut EDM EP, hoping early 2021. Just got some more stuff to tweak on it, but yeah, that's pretty much everything in the works right now. Hell yeah. We'll get one final cheers in here. From all of us here at Happy Hour with Marcus, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week. Bet you don't think I could chug this whole thing right here. Oh, that was bad. I can't even. We'll see you next week.